Good morning, everyone. Today we will talk about the conduction system of the heart and the blood vessels. In last lecture, if you remember, in the last lecture we discussed about the introduction of the cardiovascular system. That means we talk about the basic structure of the heart, function of the heart, and about the different valves present in the heart. Today, I will tell you about the conduction system, how the heart will function, how the impulse will be conducted after generated through the SA node, and the structure of the blood vessels and their functions. Before starting the conduction system and the blood vessels, we must go through the objectives and learning outcomes. That means why we are studying this topic, what will be the benefit after completing this topic. So let's come start with the objectives. So the objective of this topic would be like to define the conduction system of the heart. You can identify the SA node, AV node, Purkinje fiber, and their function in the heart. You can also identify the different chamber of the hearts and their function. You can understand the function of the valves and their location in the heart. You can understand the electrocardiogram, how the waves or impulse will be traveled in the heart, and you can well understands about the generation of the electrical impulses through the SA node and their travel throughout the hearts, how it will be conducted. So that will be the objectives. And the learning outcome, like after studying this topic, you would be able to identify and describe the different parts of the heart, path of the blood through the cardiac circuit, size, shape, and location of the heart, different muscles involved in the heart, cardiac conduction system in heart, the process and purpose of ECG, electrocardiogram, cardiac cycles, and cardiac output. So these will be the learning outcomes. Now start the topic, the conducting system. Cardiac conduction is the rate the heart conducts the electrical impulses. We know the electrical impulses determine the order in which the chamber contract. You know the chamber is contract because the impulse is conducted, impulse is generated, impulse is traveled, so that it is possible to conduct these impulses, and the heart is pumping. These all comes in the conducting system. Now if you will see how it will work, so you can see in the images there is a SA node present on the top side of the right atrium, AV node. You can see that will present in the between the right atrium and the right ventricle at the junctions near to the left auricle also. Then come down to the AV bundle, then AV bundle branches and Purkinje fiber. So conduction means in how much rate the electrical impulses is traveled. So the heart rate, the path, the impulses travel. Like first we were talking about the SA node, that we call the sinoatrial node. SA node is a sinoatrial node. Some Here you can see the pronunciation about the sinoatrial node. Now, sinoatrial node is located in the upper wall of the right atrium. Right atrium के upper wall में located होंगे. Made up of the nodal tissue, both muscles and nervous tissue, where the electrical impulses begin. So, sinoatrial node या SA node is the part of the heart where it is a region of the heart where the electrical impulses begin. जहाँ पे इलेक्ट्रिकल इम्पल्स क्या होती हैं, बिगेंस होती हैं, स्टार्ट होती हैं, जनरेट होती हैं. सो हार्ट की जब बात करते हैं हम, तो हार्ट में ऐसे नोड वो पॉइंट है, ऐसे नोड वो लोकेशन है, वो जगह है, वो पोर्शन है हार्ट का जहाँ पे इलेक्ट्रिकल इम्पल्सेस जनरेट होती हैं. ओके, नाउ कम डाउन टू द AV node, or you can see the atrioventricular node. As you can see in the mentioned the images, SA node present on the top of the right auricle, impulses generated. Then auriculoventricular node, yeah, AV node, atrioventricular node, which capture the impulses. The impulse travel down by the bundle of phase, branches of bundle of phase, Purkinje fiber, and distributed in the whole heart. Now, atrioventricular or AV node is located between the atria and ventricle of the heart. Atrioventricular, atria और ventricle के बीच में, made up of the nodal tissue. The electrical impulse is carried from the SA node and the AV node is stimulated. Now you can see here the SA node will generate the impulse, and then that impulse is travel towards the atrioventricular node, AV node, and the AV node is stimulated. Then atrioventricular bundle branches will be here, are located between the atria and the ventricle. Fiber branch into two bundle left and right side of the heart. So these AV branches are distributed in the heart in the both side left and right. The electrical impulse travel from the AV node to the bundle branches after the atria have contracted and emptied. The electrical impulse travel from the AV node to the bundle branches after the atria have contracted and emptied. So how can you think how this action, yeah, these impulses will be travel? As I know, the first generate the electrical impulse. These electrical impulse is gonna to stimulate the AV nodes, and then AV node will supply these impulses throughout the heart by the different fibers. Like the you can see the atrioventricular bundle branches. These branches divided into left and right, and after atria have contracted and emptied, the AV bundle branches then carry the impulses down to the center of the heart to the left and right ventricle. फिर ये जो impulses है जो AV bundle carry कर रही हैं, ये down जाएंगी center of the heart left and right में, and then it will be meet with the Purkinje fiber. So the AV bundle start to divide further into the Purkinje fiber. अब ये AV bundle जो fibers हैं ये आगे divide हो रही हैं, बना रही हैं Purkinje fibers में. Located at the end of the AV bundle branches at the base of the heart. The Purkinje fiber are responsible for the contraction of ventricle. Okay, as you have seen, this atrioventricular branches travel from the AV node bundle branches after atria have contracted and emptied. So जो AV bundle branches है ये रिस्पॉन्सिबल है किसकी कॉन्ट्रैक्शन के लिए, एट्रिया कॉन्ट्रैक्शन के. जब एट्रिया कॉन्ट्रैक्ट होंगे तो उसमें से ब्लड जो है वो पास हो जाएंगे. सो एट्रिया विल बी एम्प्टी. So this will responsible for this process, and the Purkinje fiber is responsible for the empty of the ventricle, contraction of the ventricles. Now listen once again how it will work. First thing that will be the SA node, sinoatrial node. Sinoatrial node is the also called the pacemaker of the heart. हार्ट के पेसमेकर के नाम से जाना जाता है, जिसके अंदर ये प्रॉपर्टी होती है कि वो इलेक्ट्रिकल इम्पल्स को जनरेट कर सकता है. तो साइनोएट्रियल नोड ने, एसए नोड ने इलेक्ट्रिकल इम्पल्स जनरेट किया. ये इलेक्ट्रिकल इम्पल्स एवी नोड को स्टिमुलेट करेंगे. AV node will be divided into AV bundle branches into left and right. So it will stimulate it and the atria will be contracted. This AV bundle branches will goes further divided further and that will be called the Purkinje fiber. और ये Purkinje fiber पूरे ventricle में distributed होते हैं base में, जिससे कि ये ventricle को contract करने में मिलते हैं और ventricle को empty कर सकते हैं. We know the heart is pumping. Sorry, the heart is pumping. Auricle is contracted, relaxed, ventricle is contracted and relaxed. So these contraction and relaxation will depend upon the this impulse that will generated through the SA node and travel throughout the heart. ये इसी इम्पल्स पे जनरेट होते हैं हार्ट का कॉन्ट्रैक्शन रिलैक्सेशन. अगर ये इम्पल्स जनरेट करना बंद कर दे एसए नोड, तो हार्ट काम करना बंद कर देंगे. Okay, so that will be the conduction system. First SA node will be generated, then it will goes to the AV node, then AV node to the AV bundle of branches, and then goes to Purkinje fibers and distributed throughout the heart, and that will work the conduction system. Now you will see the blood vessels is here. The cardiovascular system has the three type of the blood vessels. एक arteries होंगी, capillaries होंगी और veins होंगे. Artery that will carry the blood away from the heart. Capillaries, where nutrient and gases exchange occurs. Veins carry blood toward the heart. If you see the structure of the heart and the function, as I told you in the previous classes, then you will understand what I'm saying. All those canals who carry the blood away from the heart, who carry the blood away from the heart will call the artery. जो भी पाइप कह लो एक सरल शब्दों में ब्लड को हार्ट से दूर ले जा रही हैं, हार्ट से बाहर ले जा रही हैं, दूर ले जा रही है, वो आर्टरी होती है. ओके. और जो हार्ट के पास ले जा रही होती हैं, हार्ट में ले जा रही होती हैं, वो वेन्स होती हैं. जैसे ऑर्टा की बात करें, ऑर्टा आर्टरी है. ऑर्टा विल कैरी द ब्लड फ्रॉम हार्ट टू द टिश्यू, डिफरेंट पार्ट्स ऑफ द बॉडी. तो हार्ट से बॉडी में ले जा रहा है, मतलब हार्ट से दूर जा रहा है वो, अवे फ्रॉम द हार्ट. आर्टरीज है. पल्मोनरी आर्टरी को देखो. पल्मोनरी आर्टरी क्या कर रही है? पल्मोनरी आर्टरी will carry the blood from the right ventricle to the lungs. ब्लड को हार्ट के राइट वेंट्रिकल चेम्बर से लंग्स में ले जा रही है, मतलब वो भी ब्लड को हार्ट से दूर ले जा रही है. सो आर्टरी विल कैरी द ब्लड अवे फ्रॉम द हार्ट. जबकि वेन्यूल्स का चक्कर में क्या है, वेन्स का क्या है, वेन हार्ट में ले जा रही हैं. जैसे सुपीरियर वेना केवा या इन्फीरियर वेना केवा, देखिए ये डायरेक्ट कहाँ ले जा रही हैं, राइट एट्रियम में, हार्ट में ले जा रही हैं, टुवार्ड द हार्ट, हार्ट की तरफ जा रही हैं. पल्मोनरी वेन्स को ध्यान से देखिए. पल्मोनरी विल कैरी द ऑक्सीजन ब्लड्स फ्रॉम लंग्स टू द लेफ्ट ऑरिकल, लंग से हार्ट में ले जा रही हैं. सो दीज आर द डिफरेंस बिटवीन द आर्टरीज एंड वेन्स, बिग डिफरेंस बिटवीन द आर्टरीज एंड वेन्स. और इन्हीं आर्टरी और वेन्स के बीच में पाई जाती हैं कैपिलरीज. दैट मीन्स व्हेन द आर्टरीज बिकम द आर्टेरियोल्स, veins become the venules. These are going to meet at the point that will be capillary, where the nutrient and gaseous exchange will occur. जहाँ पे gaseous exchange और nutritions exchange होते रहते हैं, capillaries. Arteries and arteriole take bloods away from the heart. The largest artery is aorta. जो सबसे largest artery है वो हमारी कौन सी है? Aorta है. The middle layer of an artery wall consists of the smooth muscles that can constrict to regulate the blood flow and blood pressure. जो मिडिल लेयर है आर्टरी की, स्मूथ मसल से बनी है, that can be constrict to regulate the blood flow and blood pressure. We know the arteries having the elasticity in nature. so it can regulate the blood flow. Arterioles can constrict or dilate, changing the blood pressure. डेफिनेटली इट हैव द इलास्टिसिटी नेचर, अगर इसके आर्ट अंदर इलास्टिसिटी की प्रॉपर्टी है, then definitely it will be can constrict or dilate as per the need. Just consider it, if the arteries is not having this elasticity in nature, अगर आर्टरी के अंदर ये इलास्टिसिटी की प्रॉपर्टी नहीं होती, कंस्ट्रिक्शन और डायलेशन की प्रॉपर्टी नहीं होती, इट जस्ट रिजिड arterioles, so when the blood pressure is gonna to higher, then the wall of the artery is going to rupture. That is the reason arterioles की जो walls होती हैं वो क्या होती हैं, एक्सपेंड कर सकती हैं। तो अगर ब्लड प्रेशर ज़्यादा है तो ये फटेंगी नहीं, रप्चर नहीं होंगी, एक्सपेंड कर जाएंगी, और ब्लड प्रेशर नॉर्मल हो जाएगा तो वापस नॉर्मल हो जाएंगी। सो दैट इज द प्रॉपर्टी ऑफ आर्टरीज। वेन्स की बात करें, venules will drain the blood from capillaries, then join to the form veins and take that blood to the heart. That means we know the veins will carry the blood toward the heart. जो ब्लड को कहाँ ले जाएंगी, हार्ट की तरफ ले जाएंगी। The veins have much less smooth muscle and connective tissue than arteries. Arteries चूंकि पूरे ब्लड में शुद्ध ब्लड को पहुंचा रही हैं, ऑक्सीजनेटेड ब्लड को पहुंचा रही हैं, और आर्टरी इट विल नीड मच मोर प्रेशर। आर्टरी में प्रेशर ज़्यादा होता है क्योंकि वो पूरे बॉडी ऑर्गन्स में ऑक्सीजनेटेड ब्लड को सप्लाई कर रही हैं। सो डेफिनेटली देयर वॉल शुड बी more elasticity, more contraction, more dilation as per the veins. So vein will have the less smooth muscle as compared to the artery. Veins often have valves that prevent the backward flow of the blood when closed. Veins में ऐसे valves होती हैं जो blood के backward flow को prevent करती हैं. Veins carry about 70% of the body bloods and act as a reservoir during the hemorrhage. वेन जो होती है हमारी 70% बॉडी ब्लड को कैरी करती हैं, और ड्यूरिंग द ट्रॉमा, ड्यूरिंग द इंजरी, ड्यूरिंग द हैमरेज, व्हेन द ब्लड लॉस विल बी देयर, दिस विल एक्ट, दिस विल हेल्प देम इन दैट कंडीशन। सो इट विल एक्ट एज ए रिजर्वायर। कैपिलरीज की बात की जाए, कैपिलरीज हैव वॉल्व्स only one cell thick to allow the exchange of gases and nutrition with tissue fluid. Okay, so here you can see what I'm saying is that capillary have walls only one cell thick, only one cell thick to allow the exchange of gases and nutrient with tissue fluids, because capillary is allowed to uh, pass out the nutrients. They are highly permeable. इनकी जो walls होती हैं बहुत ही thin होती हैं, so it is highly permeable for the material, so their exchange will be easy with the tissue fluids. Capillary beds are present in all regions of the body, but not all capillary beds are open at the same times. Contraction of sphincter muscles closes off a bed and blood can flow through an arteriovenous shunt that the bypass the capillary bed. We know the lots of the contraction of the sphincter muscles will be here. That will closes off this capillary beds, and the blood can flow through the arteriovenous shunt, and that bypasses of the capillary beds. You can see in the images here. Here is the artery and the veins. Now this artery is gonna to distribute in the body and become the arterioles. Okay, वैसे ही veins आगे जाके venules में convert होते हैं, फिर arterioles and venules are meet up at a point in the form of capillary, a very small you can say canals and the structure that will be called the capillary beds. There is a valve, inner layer, middle layer, outer layer. We know the outer layer, middle layer, inner layer will be there in the arteries and veins. There is a valve is also present in the veins. So that is the capillary structure where the arterioles and venules are meet at a point. Now here you can see the anatomy of the capillary beds. Arteriovenous shunt is there, AV shunt, capillaries, venules, veins, arteries, arterioles, and precapillary sphincters. So these are the structures. Now the heart is a cone-shaped muscular organ located between the lungs behind the sternum. We already talked about this point. Heart will muscle form the myocardium with tightly interconnected cell of cardiac muscle tissue. Pericardium is the outer membrane sac with lubricated fluids. So we already talked about the pericardium is the most outer layer, then myocardium, and the inner layer is endocardium. Heart having the four chambers, two upper and two lower. That is a upper side is a thin walled atria, while lower side is a thick walled ventricles. And the septum is a wall dividing the right and left side because the heart is divided into left and right. This and left and right, that means they have a division, and that division is called the septum. So atrioventricular valves occur between the atria and the ventricles, as the name indicated. Atrioventricular valve, atrioventri, atria and ventricle के बीच में. That would be tricuspid valve on the right side, bicuspid valve, or mitral valve on the left side. Both valves are reinforced by the chordate tendon attached to the muscular projection within the ventricles. You can see then left pulmonary brachiocephalic, superior vena cava, right pulmonary artery, right pulmonary veins, pulmonary trunk, right atrium, right coronary artery, inferior vena cava, right ventricle apex. These are the different parts of the body of the heart. Coronary artery circulations. You can see on the top is the aorta, and then superior vena cava and the inferior vena cava, right cardiac vein, right coronary artery, pulmonary trunk is there, left coronary artery, and left cardiac veins. Now passes of blood through the heart. I also discussed this point in the first lecture of the cardiovascular system, how the blood will pass through the heart. Blood follow this sequence through the heart. Superior and inferior vena cava. First, the superior and inferior vena cava will carry the deoxygenated blood from the different parts of the body, and then the superior and inferior vena cava will power the blood into the right atrium. That right atrium, through the opening of the tricuspid valve, the blood will goes into the right ventricle. From right ventricle, there is a semilunar valve, pulmonary valve, which open, allow the blood to flow from right ventricle to the lungs through the pulmonary artery. So pulmonary trunk and arteries to the lungs. In the lungs, there is a gaseous exchange will be there. Lots of the capillary beds are distributed in the lungs, and and that is the point where the gaseous exchange will occur. And from lungs, pulmonary vein will carry the oxygenated blood and goes to the left atrium. From left atrium to the bicuspid valve will open, and the blood will goes into the left ventricle. Then left ventricle having aortic valve, semilunar valve, and valve will be open due to the higher pressure in the left ventricle, and the blood will goes to the aorta, and aorta will distribute the blood to the whole body. So this is the process. This is the process of blood through the heart, how it will be traveled. Then you can see here the internal view of the heart. It is the internal view, how inside of the heart is seen. Left common carotid artery, left subclavian artery, that is just besides the subclavian bones. Aorta will be there, that will carry the oxygenated blood from the left ventricle to the different parts of the body. Pulmonary artery, pulmonary artery are those artery will carry the deoxygenated bloods from the right ventricle to the lungs for the purpose of to make it oxygenated. Pulmonary trunk, that is going to subdivide it into the different pulmonary artery. Then left pulmonary veins. Similarly, the right pulmonary vein will be this side. Pulmonary vein, pulmonary vein is responsible to carry the oxygenated blood from lungs to the left auricle. Then left atrium will be here, where the oxygenated blood will be received. Then semilunar valve. Semilunar valve will also called, that means it's a pulmonary valve or aortic valve. If the valve is present in the aorta, it is aortic valve. If the valve is present in the pulmonary artery, it will be called the pulmonary valve. Then atrioventricular valve is here, जिसको हम मिट्रल valve बोलते हैं, bicuspid valve बोलते हैं. That will allow the pass of blood from the right atrium to the left atrium to the left ventricle. Then you can see the left ventricle structure is mentioned here. Left ventricle having a thick as compared to other cells, because the pressure inside the left ventricle is much higher, so the cells are having more thick. Septum, as I told you, septum is responsible for the division of the heart into the left and right. So here you can see the septum is there. Inferior vena cava, that will carry the deoxygenated blood from the lower part of the body and power the blood into the right atrium. Then papillary muscle and chordae tendineae. Chordae tendineae are the responsible to keep the position of the different valves in the heart. And atrioventricular valve, a tricuspid valve. Tricuspid valve will allow the movement of the blood from the right atrium to the right ventricle. Then right pulmonary veins. Pulmonary veins is the same function like the right and left. Pulmonary artery is the same function like the right and left. Superior vena cava will also carry the deoxygenated blood from the upper parts of the body. And you can see the aorta is divided into the brachiocephalic artery, left common carotid artery, and left subclavian artery. So these are the internal view of the heart. So you can see the internal structure of the heart is like that. Now the pumping of the heart send out blood under the pressure to the arteries. Now we know the heart will pump travel unstimulated the atrioventricular node, AV node further divided into AV bundle branches, then Purkinje fiber. Purkinje fiber distributed in the whole heart, and that is gonna to stimulate the all the cells, all the muscles of the heart, and heart is start to pumping. So the pumping of the heart send out the blood under the pressure to the artery. So जब heart में pump होंगे, and this heart will pump and release the bloods, and blood will goes to the artery in the pressure. So blood pressure is greatest in the aorta. So अगर प्रेशर से ब्लड को आर्टरीज में भेजा जा रहा है, so definitely there will be the higher pressure present in the aorta. The wall of the left ventricle is thicker than that of the right ventricle and the pump of blood to the entire body. Because पूरे entire body में ब्लड को कहाँ से पंप किया जा रहा है? लेफ्ट वेंट्रिकल से. लेफ्ट वेंट्रिकल वही पार्ट है हार्ट का, वही चेंबर है जहाँ पे प्योर ब्लड है, ऑक्सीजन ब्लड है, और इस ब्लड को पूरे बॉडी में पंप करना है. So definitely left ventricle will need much more pressure to pump the blood entire body. So their wall is, left ventricle of wall is much thicker, ज़्यादा thick होता है as compared to other. Blood pressure then decrease as the cross sectional area of the artery and then arterial increases. Blood pressure then decrease as the cross sectional area of arteries and then arteries increases. Further, it will arteries, that means aorta having the higher pressure, but aorta is gonna to divided into several branches. So as further divided into the branches, the pressure will be decreases. Like our aorta is gonna to make it arteries, then arteries is having the several arterioles. So the blood is going to divide into the several branches. So if the blood is going to divide into several branches, then definitely the blood pressure will be decreased. So path of the blood through the heart, you can see here mentioned, oxygen poor blood from bodies is goes into the right atrium. From right atrium it will goes into the right ventricle. From right ventricle it will be goes to the lungs through the pulmonary artery. Then in the lungs you can see the oxygen rich blood to the body is going to received through the lungs, through the pulmonary vein. It comes into the left auricle, from left auricle to left ventricle, and from left ventricle it will be distributed to the whole body. Now each heartbeat is called a cardiac cycle. What is a cardiac cycle? Each heartbeat is called a cardiac cycle. अगर हम कार्डियक साइकिल की बात करते हैं, कार्डियक साइकिल्स क्या होता है? सो हर एक हार्ट बीट जो होता है, जिस साइकिल में वो कंप्लीट हो रहा है, इट इज कॉल्ड द कार्डियक साइकिल. सो व्हेन द हार्ट बीट्स, the two atria contract together and the two ventricle contract, then the whole heart relaxed. That means atria and ventricle will work together. अगर एट्रिया कॉन्ट्रैक्ट कर रहे हैं तो दोनों एट्रिया कॉन्ट्रैक्ट करेंगे, और अगर एट्रिया रिलैक्स कर रहे हैं तो दोनों एट्रिया साथ में रिलैक्स करेंगे. So when the heart will beats, that means the two atria will contract together and the ventricles will contract and the whole heart going to relax. That means atria contract किया, उसके बाद ventricles contract करेंगे, then the heart will be relaxed. So systole is the contraction of the heart chamber, diastole is the relaxation. You know the systole and diastole. When you check the blood pressure, it will count as the systolic and diastolic. The systole denoted the contraction and the diastole denoted the relaxation. So the heart sounds lub dub are due to the closing of the AV valve followed by closing of the semilunar valve. You know, two valve we have, atrioventricular valve and semilunar valve. You can hear the heart sounds lub dub, lub dub, lub dub. This sound will produced due to closing of the AV valve. Lub sound will produce the closing of AV valve. Dup sound will produce the closing of semilunar valve. That means जब ट्राइकस्पिड वाल्व और बाइकस्पिड वाल्व बंद होते हैं तो वो लब साउंड होता है. जब ट्राइकस्पिड वाल्व और बाइकस्पिड वाल्व बंद होते हैं तो लब साउंड. और जब pulmonary valve and aortic valve बंद होते हैं तो डप साउंड. सो द क्लोजिंग ऑफ, ओपनिंग नहीं है, ध्यान से समझिएगा, ओपनिंग नहीं है इसमें, क्लोजिंग है. द क्लोजिंग ऑफ atrioventricular valve and semilunar valve will responsible for the left up sounds. Then intrinsic control of heartbeat. The SA node of pacemaker initiate the heartbeat and causes the atria to contract on average every 0.85 seconds. So the SA node which generated the impulses known as the pacemaker will initiate the heartbeats and will responsible to contraction of the atria. The AV node convey this stimulus and initiate the contraction to the ventricles. The signal for the ventricles to the contract travels from the AV node through the atrioventricular bundles to the small Purkinje fibers. These are the conduction system. SA node, AV node, Purkinje fiber branches of atrioventricular bundles. Extrinsic control of heartbeat की बात करें, a cardiac control center is the medulla oblongata. Extrinsic, बाहर से कौन कंट्रोल कर रहा है हार्टबीट को? So it will control the medulla oblongata. speed up or slow down the heart rate by way of the autonomic nervous system branches. Parasympathetic system will slow the heart rate and sympathetic system will increase the heart system. मतलब जो ऑटोनॉमिक सिस्टम्स होती हैं हमारी, बिकॉज हार्ट बीट कैन नॉट कंट्रोल ऑन द डिजायर, हार्ट बीट को हम अपने डिजायर से कंट्रोल नहीं कर सकते हैं, ठीक, कि हम जब चाहें तेज बीट हो जाए, हम जब चाहें स्लो बीट हो जाए, इट इज नॉट इन द अवर हैंड्स, it does not depends on the desire. So it is a autonomic nervous system who control the heartbeat, and autonomic system is controlled by the medulla oblongata. And in autonomic system, the parasympathetic system will causes the slow the heart rate, and sympathetic system will causes the increase the heart rates. Hormone epinephrine and norepinephrine from the adrenal medulla also stimulate the faster the heart rate. An electrocardiogram, ECG की बात करें, ECG is a recording of the electrical changes that occur in the myocardium during a cardiac cycle. During the heartbeat, during the cardiac cycle, there is the electrical changes is there. We know the electrical impulses is responsible for the working of the heart. So this electrical sometimes will be changed. So ECG, that means the electrical waves present inside the heart. So atrial depolarization create the P wave. जो depolarization होते हैं जिसमें एट्रिया कॉन्ट्रैक्ट कर रहे होते हैं, वो क्या क्रिएट करती हैं, वो पी वेव्स क्रिएट करती हैं. Ventricle depolarization will create the QRS wave, and the repolarization of the ventricle produces a T wave. So you will see in the electrocardiogram there is a PQRST. UV is also mentioned. Okay, so PQRST wave will be here. So P is responsible for the atria depolarization. QRST will be responsible for the ventricle depolarization, and T is responsible for the repolarization of the ventricle. You can see in the image mentioned here. P wave is responsible because the atria is working clearly. Atria is normal, so it is a P. QRST, you can say that just a QRS, not a T. QRS will indicate that ventricle contraction is proper because ventricle having the higher contraction, higher pressure, so it will leaves the higher graph. So QRS is okay, and T will again indicating the repolarization of the ventricles. Okay? That means this is the electrocardiogram. Now here we have a quiz mentioned here. Which period of the heart cycle is completely occupied by the ventricle contracting? Ventricle contracting means ventricle relaxation. Sorry, ventricle contracting means ventricle systole. Atrial systole, atrial diastole, ventricular systole, ventricular diastole. So it's a ventricle contracting, and contracting denoted to systole. So ventricle systole is the right answer. Answer C is correct. Which statement below describe the blood flow through the mitral valve? We know the mitral valve is also called the bicuspid valve, present in the left side of the heart, that will allow the flow of the blood from the left auricle to left ventricle. So A, blood flow from the right atrium, right is absolutely wrong because it is present in the left side. So C, answer B, blood flow from the right ventricle, it is also incorrect. C, blood flow from the left ventricle to into the aorta. No, not ventricle into aorta. It is flow from the left atrium to the left ventricle. So answer D is correct. Which structure has the thickest wall? C, the left ventricle. B, interatrial septum. A, aorta, right ventricle. Thickest wall किसका? Aorta is also thick, but the thickest wall present in the left ventricle because left ventricle having the higher much pressure. So answer C is correct. Which tissue is supplied with blood via the coronary artery? Which tissue is supplied with blood via the coronary artery? Coronary artery जो होती है, ये हार्ट के मायोकार्डियम, जो हार्ट के जो लेयर्स होते हैं, it is responsible for the contraction of the हार्ट, बिकॉज हार्ट की जो मायोकार्डियम सेल्स होती हैं इनके अंदर भी एक्साइटेबिलिटी प्रॉपर्टी है, ये भी इम्पल्स, इलेक्ट्रिकल इम्पल्स जनरेट करने की क्षमता रखते हैं. सो मायोकार्डियम इज गोना टू सप्लाइड विद द कोरोनरी आर्टरी. इनको न्यूट्रिशन तो चाहिए ना मायोकार्डियम्स को, जो हार्ट की जो सेकेंड लेयर है, बीच की लेयर है, उसके लिए कोरोनरी आर्टरी है जो सप्लाई करेगी एकदम प्योर ब्लड जो ऑर्टा से निकल रहा है. सो आंसर बी इज करेक्ट. What is the innermost layer of the heart wall known as? Innermost layer of the heart wall. Endocardium, Outer is the pericardium, middle is the myocardium. So yes, endocardium D is correct answer. Which of the following is a difference between the cardiac muscle and skeletal muscle? Cardiac muscles is not striated. Incorrect. Cardiac muscle fiber are branched and skeletal muscles fibers are not. Yes. Skeletal muscle fibers are not branched, while cardiac muscle fibers are branched. So answer B is correct. Choose the structure known as the pacemaker of the heart from the following. Pacemaker. As node is pacemaker. Why we are need to choose? We know the sinoatrial node is also called the pacemaker. So without seeing anything, you can say yes, SA node. So answer B is correct here. Where is the aortic valve located? Aortic valve. It is already give the answer aortic valve. That means aorta. And aorta is, where is the aorta? Aorta is just after the ventricle. Means when the ventricle will release the blood, that will blood goes into the aorta. So aortic valve present between the ventricle and aorta. Ventricle और aorta के बीच में aortic valves होंगे. So you can see the between the right atrium and the right ventricle incorrect, between the right ventricle pulmonary trunk incorrect, between the right ventricle, between the left ventricle and the aorta. Yes, answer C is correct. By what name is the heart muscle known? By what name is the heart muscle known? Epicardium, myocardium, pericardium, endocardium. Heart muscle is known by the myocardium. So answer B is correct. Which name is not applied to the valve between the left ventricle and left atrium? Which name is not applied to the valve? लेफ्ट वेंट्रिकल और लेफ्ट एट्रियम के बीच में जो वाल्व है उसके लिए कौन सा नाम ऐसा जो अप्लाइड नहीं होते हैं? लेफ्ट वेंट्रिकल एंड लेफ्ट एट्रियम. दैट मीन्स वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट द ईवी वाल्व या मिट्रल वाल्व लेफ्ट साइड में है. एट्रियोवेंट्रिकुलर वाल्व, सेमिलुनर वाल्व, बाइकस्पिड वाल्व, मिट्रल वाल्व. देखो एट्रियोवेंट्रिकुलर वाल्व भी इसको बोलते हैं, बाइकस्पिड वाल्व भी बोलते हैं और मिट्रल वाल्व भी बोलते हैं. सेमिलुनर वाल्व नहीं बोलते. सेमिलुनर वाल्व इज द वाल्व दैट present in the pulmonary artery and aortic artery. So definitely B is correct answer here. Now these are the reference. You can go through these reference like the Tartora, Gerard, Principle of Anatomy and Physiology, Bell Melinda, Anatomy and Physiology, Robinson Cotron, Pathologic Basis of Disease. So such books have explained about the cardiovascular system in a very good manner. There's one another book, the Rawson Wilson, is that is not mentioned here. You can also follow that book. One Indian writer is also here. You can see the Gandhi and Gandhi. You can also follow that books. So these books will explain about the like the Tartora is having a excellent images with colored image, so you can grasp the contents very easily by just viewing the images. And if images are good, then human anatomy and physiology will understanding is very easy if with the theory image is depicted. So you can follow these books, and these all books are the wonderful, so you can go through these books and you read well about the cardiovascular system. Okay, so in today lectures we talked and we finished about the different points, like we talk about the conduction system of the heart, how the impulse will travel from the SA node. We talk about the blood vessels, that means nature of artery, nature of veins, the nature of capillaries. We talk about the electrocardiogram. Okay, so that is the enough for today lectures. Then we will meet again in the next class with some new topics. Till then, thank you.